Today I'm going to show you how I made an elderberry flute, and I'll play some songs on it for you. I learned how to make these from a chapter in a book called Survival Skills of Native California by Paul Campbell. And in the chapter, he interviews Fernando Librado, a Chumash elder, who shows him how to make the flutes. And these kind of elderberry flutes have been made by native peoples all over California, and they usually have 4 holes, and they've been played mostly for pleasure or for courtship, which are the 2 things I've used mine for. But elderberry flutes have been made in other places in the world, such as in Europe as well. And I've learned that the word elder comes from an old word eld, which means fire, because the hollow sticks of the elderberry were used to blow on a fire. And the word sambucus, which is the Latin name for elderberry, came from the name of an old flute made of elderberry called a sambuca, and they were actually a panpipe made from elderberry. Here are the leaves of the elderberry tree. They're compound leaves, meaning they have several little leaflets making up a single leaf. To make a flute, you need one of these young, straight shoots. The bark on it will still be smooth and usually kind of reddish. Only the young shoots like this have a wide pith that you can hollow out and make a flute. If the bark has cracks and furrows like this, then it's too old. If you cut into it, you'll find the pith is not very wide, and you will not be able to make your flute. After selecting and cutting the branch, you'll need to make a tool like this out of a hardwood. It's got a little notch in the end for getting the pith out. You stick it in to the elderberry branch, twist it around, and the pith begins to fall out. You'll need to hold the elderberry branch upside down as you do this, so that the pith will fall out. You can keep the bark on, but I like to strip mine smooth. And then you begin a little hole. You can use a knife. Just twist it around and start a little hole. And then with the tip of a hard branch, I use it as a drill. I put it in the little hole that I just made with the knife and twist it around as a hand drill, as if I'm making a fire. And eventually it begins to burn all the way through. I've found that if I just use a metal tool to make the hole, it leaves the edge frayed, but if I use a hand drill like this to burn in the hole, then it leaves the edge nice and crisp, which is necessary for making a nice sound. The end of the flute that I blow into has an even bevel all the way around and has a nice clean edge. I made 4 holes on this one, like a traditional California flute. The first 2 holes I guessed in their placement, and using the interval that I heard between those 2, I placed the second 2 to make a scale. The California style is supposed to be played side-blown, which means holding it at an angle to the right or to the left of your mouth, but mine I play straight on.